Hey, I'm you, from the future.
You're me?
I know. Drink this.
It's working!
Keep drinking! We did it!
Got milk?
All right, Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That means all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. All right, I'm Chief Priest Alazar Ben Lawyer here to give you another milk lesson. What I want to go into now is a holiday that many of our people have partaken in. It occurred on so-called December 25th. It's known as Christmas. Okay, and I want to go into the idea: is Christmas in the Bible? Is it spoken about in the Bible? And I'm going to show that it is spoken about in the Bible. But before we get to how Christmas is expressly mentioned in the Bible, I want to go into a couple of scriptures that speak about holidays in general and the practices of these holidays in general. Okay, the first place I'm going to go to here is the book of Amos. We're going to go to the 5th chapter here, and we're going to go to the 21st verse. This is who the world calls God said, real name Yahweh. He said, I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. So the Most High got to a point where he began to despise the holidays and the feast days that people partook in. Why? Because they had absolutely nothing to do with him, with giving him any sort or form of glorification, let alone his son. All right? And we're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes here real quick. And we're going to go to the 7th chapter and the 7th verse. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So a gift destroyeth the heart, man. Okay, you see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. This is why our people love birthdays, and again, birthdays is not a Hebraic custom. Who the world calls Christ didn't celebrate birthdays. You see what I'm saying? But now, our people love to celebrate Christmas. Why do our people love to celebrate Christmas and birthdays? Because of gifts. Because people give you things. You see what I'm saying? It's not at all about the Most High. People turn it into making it about them and what can you get them. It has nothing to do with the Most High. But we live in a society where people are selfish. This is a very selfish society, okay? But now that we've hit those two fundamental foundational scriptures, I want to go now into the book of Jeremiah and actually read exactly about Christmas. Christmas is actually expressly mentioned in the Bible, and your pastor never told you about it. Okay? This is Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, and let's start at verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto the house of Israel. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. So he's telling the Israelites what not to do. His chosen people, what not to do. He said, do not learn the way of the heathen. This is a pagan. Don't learn how to do the customs and the practices of the pagans. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, that's talking about dealing with astrology or astronomical anomalies that take place. You understand what I'm saying? Because December 25th is actually the commemoration of the winter solstice. Now, you had a group of heathens, the Babylonians, who first you could read about in the book of Genesis, the first empire, and every other empire, wicked pagan empire on the planet Earth, fashioned themselves after the ways of the Babylonians. They commemorated the winter solstice because they were dismayed at the signs of heaven. Okay, they were dismayed at the equinox. They were dismayed at the solstices. They were dismayed at the various things that the Most High already told us about. So because they were dismayed at them and they were so in awe at them, they began to worship this day. Okay, and they call it Saturnalia. All right, some people call it. Now it's known as Christmas. All right, and we're going to further prove it. And this is talking about Christmas. For the customs of the people are vain. It's a vain custom. Okay, like everybody give me gifts. That's vanity, man. Okay. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. We know this is talking about a Christmas tree, and I'm just going to further prove it. They cut the tree out of the forest, do they not? They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. You got the tree holder, okay? And it's decked with what? Silver and gold. You often sing a song around the holiday season called what? Deck the halls. Okay, you see that? So this is actually talking about Christmas in the Bible, the same exact practice that millions of black people who swear they believe in God and Jesus Christ followed, and this is actually a custom that God and Christ actually condemn. It has nothing to do with Christ. It's no Christmas. That's why they should just call it Xmas, man. It ain't got nothing to do with Christ. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So when you follow that, you're actually following a demonic custom, man. Okay? You're following a heathenistic custom, and the Most High God frowns upon it, and he despises it and hates it, as we read in Amos, the 5th chapter, the 21st verse. So if you did partake in Christmas, I suggest you get your act together and not partake in it next year if we make it that far. Okay? Because it is directly condemned in the Bible. And with that, I want to say again, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, and Shalom.